Based on the prior lessons we did, we've now gone through auto levels, hue saturation lightness for water, hue saturation lightness for the coral using an invert mat, and color balance where we drew another mat and did a invert selection and then ramped up the reds a little and the greens down a little. Of course, once again, you as an artist, you have to make a decision what you like. Now we're going to come and use a function which is called BCC color correction. It's underneath the effect tools under the video effects, and we're going to come into BCC color and tone, and we're going to drag this color correction tool up on here. And the first thing I want you to do is take a look at all these type of controls that are in here. This is basically the hue, saturation, lightness, where they also add in a brightness and a contrast. You do have your pixel chooser. So a lot of times on the hue, saturation, the lightness, I just replace it with this BCC color correction tool because it adds in 2 extra commands where I can lighten the particular scene. They go both negative and positive. And once again, the best way is to ramp it all the way up and then ramp it all the way down to the extremes, and you get an idea kind of what's going on here. This is a handy little tool, and a lot of times I wind up using this. Within here, it once again has it has another tool which is contrast. And in here I can start to ramp it up, and it was kind of like the darkness we saw over on the Adobe Auto Level tool. So there's a lot of things that you can kind of do on in here and play with these particular commands the way that you want to wind up doing it. You have the hue find, the saturation, the output black. I can ramp this up and do all sorts of things. And you play with these dials, and this kind of combines a lot of the prior tools in the one where you can do a lot of different procedures. So if you want to, you don't have to adjust the contrast or the black level down in Adobe Auto Levels where we did it too, but that's just kind of the way that I work, and that's the way I like to work it. This has got a little additional controls in here for you to be able to make a determination how you want to work. So I just wanted to show you that particular function is available. Now, once again, you would drag video scope below it. So if you turn the video scope back on, you really want to see what's going on. This will give you an idea of all the controls. And once again, you can move it from place to place. So I just wanted to tell you that this BCC color correction is in here. There's a lot of controls. You have the same pixel chooser capability and matting system available in here. And it's just another control that has various other additional things that are on there that are not present in the hue, saturation, lightness. So once again, it has everything which is in the hue, saturation, lightness, but a couple of additional controls. That's what that particular item does regarding the color correction. I think it's a really nice tool, and we'll now move on to the next lesson, which we're going to start to get into very extensive CPU processing, and we're going to notice that there's going to be some drag on the box, and we're going to have to wait a little longer for it to really respond from the lessons that we're going to see that the wonderful stuff that this BCC noise reduction tool does, which once again is going to wind up involving mats, and I'm just changing my size here to make the screen a little bigger. So I'll see you in a couple minutes when you're ready to go, and we're going to move on to our next effect, which is BCC noise reduction.